Single strand knots occur when the curls curl up onto themselves, like onto the same strand, and then a little knot is formed in the strand, so single strand knot. I found a way to drastically reduce them, like drastically reduce them. Doing this for several months now, and just observing and just kind of having a look at the whole experience, the whole practice, and it's definitely good. It's reduced trimming, really reduced trimming, because if I see a single strand knot, I'm going to trim it. It doesn't matter how high up it is. Usually the single strand knots don't form too high up for my hair because it's just a length thing. It's, my curls are not going to fold a long hair strand in half and curve around and find a way to make a knot. It just doesn't happen. It usually happens at the ends, like from an inch down is usually where I find single strand knots. Now I almost don't find any single strand knots, and I wouldn't get a ton of single strand knots before doing this, but still there were more than I would want to see. I want to see none. So this is what I do. Like, my hair is in an extra large silk nightcap. What I basically do is I use a strip of silk. It's basically like a silk ribbon that I've made. And what I do is take my ends and I wrap them up here. So this ribbon I've used a ton of times. It's actually pretty flat and, and my hair's kind of curved from it. But that, I put shea butter on it, softens up, and it pretty much goes away. But if you can see, my ends are elongated. I actually also do this when my hair is in braids, when I just, I'm setting my hair's still wet from being washed and all that. I will put my hair in braids and I will immediately elongate the ends, elongate them and saturate them with a hair butter. And in doing that, the ends basically set that way and they're less likely to curl up. And I do this every night and it just reduces the mobility of the ends. Very effective. So yeah, I found this to be the most effective way to prevent single strand knots. So now when I go through and trim, I trim a lot less now. Trim the single strand knots out. And now I don't see as many. Like, I really can go through, and where I would normally find, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, I find 1 or 2. And that's a huge reduction. And I've been doing this for months now, and the results are consistent. I mean, I do the same thing every time, and I get the same results. And basically all I'm doing, of course I'm using silk. It's, in my opinion, for various reasons, the best material to use. And it's not only the best for my hair, but I also have noticed that it's the best for my skin. I mean, cotton is good for skin, but I think if there's a material that I would put above cotton for my face and body, it would be silk. So this is just like really harmonious, with my body, and having the cap be silk and all that's good. So yeah, it's basically just a strip. I just sewed it, I cut it, measured it, and I just made these ribbons. And I do go through and I iron them flat. Like, when I wash them, I go through and I'll sometimes iron them flat and they'll be nice and flat. So basically all I do is, it's usually a braid, but I'm going to show it with a twist because it's a little bit faster here. So let's say I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I'm going to put my hair into or I just washed my hair and it's wet. What I do is I take the ends that are usually a lot curlier than you see here. Just take them and I just elongate them a little bit. I don't stretch them real hard. I don't put a lot of tension or anything like that on them. I just stretch a little bit like that, and then I find a nice thick area so that the hair doesn't come out set all bent, in a smaller, area. So I just basically take it and I just fold it like that. And it is elongated, although it's not strained or stressed. And then I take the ribbon, cover the very end, and then I go through and I wrap around the rest of it for just support. Okay, and then I just tie like that. There it is. And that basically elongates my ends. It sets them that way for the rest of the week in between washes. And then I do that every night just to make sure that my ends are not moving at all and that they are, you know, slightly elongated. I'm supporting that. Then I just take them out and I butter them up. You know, any curve that may have formed. I try to minimize the curve forming, you know, when I take it out, that being at an angle, by folding it in a thick place. And it tends to reduce that. It's basically how I drastically reduce single strand knots.